All right. So this lesson is going to be out of the book, page 272, chapter 4, lesson 3. And it's going to be still working with multiplying fractions, but now instead of multiplying a fraction by just a full number, we're multiplying a fraction with a fraction. Okay? This is even easier. This is a funny chapter because every lesson so far is getting easier and easier. So, you multiply fractions straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. 8 times 2 is 16. It says simplest form, so that means we need to reduce it. So if there's a number that can divide 16 and 1, let me zoom in a little bit. If there's a number that can divide 16 and 1, then we need to reduce it. But there's not, so that's my final answer. 2 times 4 straight across is 8. 3 times 5 straight across is 15. Is there a number that divides 8 and 15? No, there's not, so it is in its simplest form. Ooh, here's a different one. Let's put this over 1. So 4 times 10 is 40. 5 times 1, so 4 times 10, 5 times 1 is 5. Now, is there a number that divides both 40 and 5? Yes. That number is going to be 5. 5 divides 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 40 divided by 5 is 8. So my answer is just 8, or 8 over 1. And that's simplest form. Okay, this one, let's put it over 1. 3 times 12 is 36. 4 times 1 is 4. Is there a number that divides 4 and 36? There is. It's going to be 4, 4. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So in simplest form now, my answer is 9 over 1. There is no other number that can divide 9 and 1. That's how we know we're done. 3 times 5 is 15. 10 times 6 is 60. Is there a number that can divide 15 and 60? Yep. So if you divide by 5, you're going to get 3 over 12, which then you'd have to divide again by 3. So here's what you do. You divide by 15. That's 1 over 4. And again, the way I know that I'm actually finally in my simplest form is because I cannot divide 1 and 4 by any other number. So that's simplest form. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 6 is 30. You guys might be able to see this. 15 and 30, 15 is half of 30. So if I divide by 15 on top and bottom, I get 1/2 because 15 is half of 30. That's simplest form. All right, let's try the word problem. Rashid has 1/2 of a foot-long sub left from yesterday. He ate 1/3 of the leftover sandwich. 1/3 of the leftover. This is important. The word of means multiply. 1/3 of the leftover sandwich as a snack. What fraction of the entire sandwich did he eat as a snack? Okay, so Rashid has 1/2 of a foot-long sub left. Okay, so 1/2 times the foot-long is going to be 1/2. So he has 1/2 left. Now, it says he ate 1/3 of what he had left. So he has 1/2 left. So 1/3 of is multiply. So 1/3 of 1/2. How much did he eat? 1/3 of 1/2. 1 times 1 straight across is 1. 3 times 2 is 6. So he ate 1/6 of the sub. 1/6 is in simplest form also because there's not a number that can divide 1 and 6. So, done. Go into the next page. I'm just going to do, really, I'm going to skip all of these. Well, no, this will be good for talking about what it means to be in simplest form. So let's do these and get them in simplest form. 1 times 2, 2. 3 times 5, 15. There's no number that divides 15 and 2, so I am done. And it's in simplest form. 3 times 5, 15. 4 times 8, 32. There is no number that divides 15 and 32, so I am done. It's in simplest form. Put this over 1. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 1 is 1. No, sorry, 3. But again, there's no number that divides 8 and 3, so it's in its simplest form. Put this over 1. 5 times 15 is 75. That's not as easy as the ones we've been doing. 6 times 1 is 6. Is there a number that divides 75 and 6? Let me think. Yes, there is. This is a tougher one. But 3 divides 75, and 3 divides 6. How many times does 3 go into 75? 3 goes into 75 25 times. 3 goes into 6 2 times. Now, 25 divided by 2, there's no number that divides 25 and 2. So, khalas, I'm in my simplest form. Done. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. Is there a number that divides 2 and 12? Yes. 2, 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Done. So 1 divided by 1 and 6, there's no other number that divides them, so I know that is in simplest form. Okay, I'm going to skip this one, leave it for you guys to do. Let's do this word problem, and then I'm done with the video. Salwa spent 3/4 of her allowance at the mall. Of the money spent at the mall, 1/2 was spent on new earphones. What part of her allowance did Salwa spend on earphones? Okay, so she spent 3/4 of her allowance at the mall. So 3/4 she spent at the mall. 1/2 of the 3/4, 1/2 of the 3/4 she spent on earphones, was spent on earphones. So, how much did she spend on earphones of her allowance? 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 4 is 8. She spent 3/8 of her allowance on headphones at the mall. Okay, I am done with that, and on to the next video. If you guys don't understand something, feel free to ask in class, even after class, between classes, or early in the morning. I will see you guys in class.